I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
What's going on? Um, I really hate cleaning up. All right, the kitchen, the bathroom. I don't mind cleaning that up. It's just the living room, you know. The den. I just hate cleaning the den up. Um, l- Let me say this real quick, right? MAGA needs to shut up forever. Okay, Donald Trump supporters need to shut up forever. I really don't want to hear it. Uh, I don't have the patience for it. Okay, you understand? Um, I don't want to hear nothing about the art of the deal. I don't want to hear no phrase. He helped us. He start no wars. I don't want to hear it. Uh, I don't want to hear nothing about no new world order. See, let me tell you what the problem with the Trump supporters, right? With MAGA, uh, America First, peoples. MAGA is a coalition of dregs of society, mud seals, and conspiracy theorists. Now I could go worse than that, but we'll just stay at those three things, right? Everybody warned y'all last year, or I should say in 2024 rather. Everybody told y'all what time it is. Okay? Everybody told you, listen, he's not gonna do this because X, Y, and Z. And look at you now. Now y'all are bewildered. How can y'all be America first when America is alienated around the world? Can y'all explain that? America itself is alienated around the world. Now we're going to attack, invade a fellow member of NATO. We're going to invade a part of Denmark, which is Greenland. Now, this idea of you know NATO was created to stop a bigger country, i.e., the Soviet Union, devouring smaller countries such as uh, in Western Europe. Now I'm looking at y'all. Hold on. How come I don't see Man of Tomorrow in my comments? Hold on. How come I don't see Man of Tomorrow in my Man of Tomorrow and George in my screen yard? I find that odd. But anyway, What's going on with y'all? Yeah. So now we want to be like we want to bogart our way throughout the world. I don't want to hear it. I'm telling you right now. I don't want to hear nobody come. These. I'm tired of hearing the art of the deal. Don't come for me for that shit. Okay? Don't come for me with the whole Trump is not racist and Trump is this and MAGA is this. I don't want to hear that shit. It's right there playing right there in front of you. And everything else. And you know what? I'm gonna blame the black church. Okay? I'm gonna blame that black church because as all this shit is going on with Venezuela and in Greenland and the like, you know what these black pastors are focusing on? They're focusing on Jamal Bryant's wife and the dress she wore. I forgot what's that woman's name. You know what? Hold on. Let me go on my YouTube real quick because I cannot see the comments. I can't see the comments on my StreamYard. So anyway. Oh, here we are. Here we are. You know. And I'm just okay. I see it now. I see it. Okay. It popped up. It finally popped up. Good. It finally popped up on here. Okay. Now where was I at? Where was that? Let me take that down. Okay. Take my YouTube down. Okay. Now I'll say this. Now Yeti Black, you said that's white people's problems. Do you know Venezuela has a black population? See, the problem is with you, Yeti Black, and people like Anger Man and stuff, is y'all try to separate it. Well, this is white people's problems, and our problem should be this. See, I'm gonna say it like this. I don't care about the whole race shit. Black people are not going to solve their problems. So I might as well be in white people's shit because you niggas cannot solve your own problems. Okay? I'm gonna put it like that. So I'd rather be in white folks' problems because black people don't want to solve their problems because they don't want to listen to what the fuck I got to say. Okay? Because white people have the government and the military and so forth. So I'd rather be in that business. So anyway, like I said, there are black people in Venezuela. There's black people in Latin America. There's been black people who got killed in this, So anyway, and in fact, though, in the next 10, 15 years, we might have another black president, quote unquote. And what if he or she gets treated the same way Maduro did? Because of what Trump did, or because what Bush did, or because what Obama did. Why should imagine some world leader or some terrorist group kidnap the president while he or she is somewhere outside the confines of the United States. Y'all never really think. You see, and this is the problem I have. People only think in the now. They're not thinking about. See, the rest of the world, especially the Asian countries, right? They're not the Chinese, the Koreans. They're not thinking in today. They're looking at things 20 years ahead. Their mentality is 20 years ahead. You know, when Mao was fighting America for Korea, he wasn't talking about 1950. He was talking about 1970 and 1980. You know, so I really don't want to hear it. You know, from anybody. Um, Now I may not be here in ten years, but I do know America will be attacked based on this shit. Based on what happened to Maduro, and no, and no, I'm not here to defend Maduro. I'm saying it again. I'm not here to defend Maduro. See, we this country, the culture of this country needs to change, right? And the culture, the culture, uh, is of this. Well, it's not happening here, therefore, it's none of my business. When you know that your American dollar is spent all over the world. The oil we consume is petrodollar. Of course, what's happening is going to be your business. While y'all on this stupid ass isolationist shit, you can't be isolationist at the same time you want the oil to be run on petrodollar. Doesn't make any sense. And now some of y'all are complaining while your electricity bill's going up. Well, your electricity bill is about to go up because of the data centers. Silver almost went up $100 before the invasion of Venezuela, and then I noticed the price of silver dropped. Silver was about to be $100 in a couple of days until the invasion, and then all of a sudden the price of silver went down to from $84 down to um the $67. It was going to skyrocket to 100 because after Christmas it was no before Christmas it was $25 on the average, and it went and shot up to 85 right after Christmas, and then after the invasion it went down to the 70 something. You know, I'm just saying. This country will be attacked based on what happened last week. Yeah, is America great? America's not is not great. See, this whole idea of make America great again. Okay, when did America was great? No, better the question. When did America stop being great? When did America stop being great? That should be the question everybody should ask when somebody comes with that red hat. When did America stop being great? Never come to into the conversation, into discussion of when did America was great. No, don't do that. Ask the question: when did America stop being great? Because the tagline is "Make America Great Again." Okay, when did it stop being great? You know, and people really need to look up the history of MAGA. Donald Trump is not the first president to use the tagline "Make America Great Again." No, he's not. He's not the first president he used MAGA, because MAGA was used in 1980. That was a tagline. That was a tagline of the slogan of Reagan Bush 80 campaign. If you don't believe me, go ahead and look it up. Okay. I ain't gonna. I hate to use a search. I hate to say Google it, but go ahead though and look it up. Go ahead and Google it and find the origins of "Make America Great Again," and you'll see Ronald Reagan had that tagline said, "Let's make America great again." Okay, but yeah, like I said, I really don't have the time, the patience to hear uh someone um try to defend Trump after this, or try to defend the Trump administration after this. I don't want to hear it. What's going to happen? I'm gonna tell you what's going to happen. People are going to start blaming Pam Bondi. People are going to start blaming, Chrissy Nome. People are going to start blaming RFK Jr. People are going to Marco Rubio and JD Vance, and they're gonna blame everybody except for the person who appoint them in the first place, that they voted for. See, Donald Trump represent the dreams of the mud seal and the dregs of society. Big J, what is a mud seal? Well, a mud seal is your low class white people of the lower class. Okay, um, because of the cockiness of Trump, the bellicose, Bogart ways of Trump, and because Trump is not a person of refined eloquence. He speaks the language of the trailer park. He speaks the language of the ghetto. He speaks the language of you know he speaks the language of you know those who think though they will deserve something because they're part of the white race and they're poor, right? Um, and so forth. Now, I know somebody gonna say, "Well, Big J, what does that do with black people?" Well, because niggas do the same shit, right? So some niggas look at Trump as a because he's a bellicose, he does his bellicose, chauvinistic way. They see that as gangster. They see that as um, you know, they value Negroes value, or I should say, Negroes from the hood, right? Negroes from the hood value the tough guy look, the tough guy act. Not even a care in the world about uh of the implications, what may happen. Oh, as long as it looks tough, I'm with it. As long as it looks badass, I'm with it. Not understanding how it not understanding how it not understanding what the implications that the actions of that person individual might you know might incur further down, excuse me, further down the road. That's why I say a lot of y'all stupid. Okay, a lot of y'all stupid. I don't want to hear no we didn't know, no bullshit. And I'm looking at this guy named Congressman Matt Massey. Now, Congressman Massey is a Trump critic. He's a Republican. I think he's from the state of Kentucky. And he over here said, what happened in Venezuela, that's not who we are. Right, right, right. Might makes right. Or, oh, I'm sorry, right makes right. Right. Right makes right. Yeah. They think that shit they think that shit is wisdom, right? That's not wisdom. Like I said, I don't want to hear it. I really don't. Right. And this is why you have grown men calling an elderly man daddy. Right. You're missing the point. Hi. The only votes coming out the hood are women. No. Y'all voted for Trump. Let me tell you how y'all voted for Trump by not voting at all. You see, MAGA did not want black votes at all. Right? They just need you not to vote. I mean, that time I was watching the RFK at the barber shop. When RFK was sitting there at the barber shop uh, with Killer Mike, I'm gonna say this: that was the most embarrassing thing I have seen, and 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 all it did is told black men don't vote. And these men who was speaking at this barber shop with RFK, well, child support, child support, child support. RFK asks, okay, what is the major issues of the day that you want to be addressed? Child support. No, how about those? You keep your keep your zippers zip. I don't need no government program because you can't control. We don't need another government program because you can't control your urges. We already got that with food stamps and snaps and all that. Now back to the point, because this is really not about black people, but you know, since you Yeti asked, see Yeti, I was talking about the lower class of whites. You automatically think I'm talking about black people. That's why I added black people into this. But anyway, you know, and y'all never really asked this question. Why would y'all vote for a president, for a candidate who lose his home state repeatedly? He lost his home state. Okay, the man lost his home state not once, not twice, but 3 times. And y'all still ain't thinking, wait a minute, how, if you from New York, how can you lose your home state 3 times? Something must be going on. And then if you talk to people from New York, you know, they don't have a favorable opinion of Donald Trump back then. The only people who have a favorable opinion of Donald Trump is people who live outside of the New York, New Jersey area. You know, the people who watch the Robin Leach, what was it called back in the 80s? What was that TV show? The Life of the Rich and Famous. You know, you know that that's all. I remember Donald Trump is that old TV show. You know, The Lives of the Rich and Famous, or what Hollywood put out, or what some Vegas casino, stuff like that, them hotels. But nobody really think about Donald Trump like as a, if you go inside New York or New Jersey, nobody think of Donald Trump as the man of the people shit. All he was is another greedy capitalist. Yeah, thank you. That's the show. Thank you. The lifestyles of the rich and famous. Thank you. I remember, I forgot how old I was when I saw that shit. Lifestyle of rich and famous. I was like 10, 9, 8, 9, 10 years old during that the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. You know, and you got people still, this glamorization of um of Trump. Thank you for reminding me what that show is called. And then, you know, let's talk about the policies, right? You're trying to get rid of the Department of Education. Hmm. How come the least college educated states are the South? The states are the former Confederacy, primarily Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. Those 3 states are the least educated. But yet we want to get rid of the Department of Education, and yet most of the black population, quote unquote, most of the black population is in each of those 3 states, especially in Alabama, in the northern part of Mississippi. The north part of Mississippi is black. The north part of Alabama is black. What's going on, Queen? What's going on with you? See you in the chat room. I was born in 1975. Do the math. Well, I'm actually an 80s baby. So So I actually remember the whole show in the 90s or the early 90s. You know what I'm talking about? Trump supporters and how Trump supporters is going to get us killed in the next 20 years by supporting Trump. Well, Shashi, if we want to talk about tethers, well, tell that to Sharon, okay? Tell that to Sharon and Brownsville because they they hang. The thing is, you know what? Go over there with that shit. You all right? Go over there to Sharon and Brownsville with that bullshit about tethers and Somalis and all that crap. And you know what, Queen? I'm gonna say this to you, Queen. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wait, hold on. Let me put that down. Almost got you booted. Um, yeah. And the thing is, Queen, I was planning on getting outside the country. I was planning on getting my ass some money, get that passport. And no, I ain't no passport, bro. I ain't going nowhere near. I'm talking about going to Canada, going to the UK. I was planning on going to those two countries. Now though, I'm scared even doing that because of the bullshit, you know, that Trump is doing. So I'm staying my black ass here in the United States because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Somebody is gonna get hurt behind this shit, and then we're gonna have some person being carried, on somebody's chopping block talking about we need $1 million. Are we gonna sacrifice this person on his chopping block? We already mistreating the Palestinians. We already mistreating the you know telling them we're going to build this casino thing on Gaza, resort hotels and resorts on Gaza, make it to a gambling operation. Then though we're going to take the oil from Venezuela, and now all of a sudden we now y'all don't think though some innocent person might get kidnapped or somebody from the Peace Corps or somebody from a business person, you know, about to get kidnapped because of, see, they never really think about the implications of things. Never. You know, bruh, you know, bruh, there's a reason why I want to go to Canada and United in the UK. There is a reason why. I ain't telling you what it is. I ain't telling you what it is, but after this shit, I'm not jumping on no airplane. I'm telling you right now, I ain't jumping on no airplane to see to see. I ain't jumping on no airplane because I see what might happen. Venezuela isn't innocent. I never said Venezuela is innocent. Nobody here said Venezuela is innocent. I'm saying international law was broken. You might want to think for a minute before you speak, Sugar Bomb. Venezuela, the invasion and the kidnapping. Yes, I said it. The kidnapping to Venezuela. Okay, bro, you can drive to Canada. I sure can. I can drive to Canada, but why would I drive 1,000 miles for? Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. They're talking about arresting Trump. Now watch. Now watch what's going to happen, though, Queen. Watch what's going to happen. Oh, 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 we can't do that. We're America. We are America. We can't arrest. How dare we allow the United Nations to arrest Trump? Watch it, it's coming. And I'm gonna say it again. You're gonna have these Trump supporters coming on the internet. These make America great idiots, these America First fools, gonna come on the line and talking about, well, you know, man, we need to kick the UN out of America, and we need America need to get out the UN, and we need to kick the UN out of the US. Watch it, it's coming, because they always try to justify their hypocrisy. So here is the argument. Okay, let's say, since Trump said that Maduro is not the legitimate president of the United States. Okay, he created a coup. Wait a minute. Then what is January 6th then? Wasn't that a coup? So if the United Nations decides to arrest a leader of the superpower, I want to know how would these America First people think, or I want to know what they would say. You know. Oh, you got that too? The thumbnail, yeah. Mm-hmm. See, right now, if people were smart right now, y'all better use that Amendment 25 right now. Y'all need to start doing Section 3 of the 25th Amendment of the Constitution and get Trump out the way. You don't have to impeach Trump. Get his ass out the way with Amendment 25. Get him out the way. And I'm gonna say this too, right? The best way to do it is start doing impeachment on Kristi Noem and Pam Bondi. Start doing impeachment trials on Pam Bondi and Kristi Noem first. Take them out first. No, better yet, don't just do that. Include the Secretary of Defense in it. Get those three, hit those three right now. And if they still talking about, oh, well, I want to keep my job, okay. No, you want to keep your job? Okay. Amendment 23, Amendment 25 said, okay, the cabinet must submit the mental incapability of the president. Are you going to sign that President Trump is not mentally able to be president? Sign it to say so you won't be impeached. That's how though I would work with if that was me. That's how I would work with a you know. For me, I wouldn't just go out with this on impeachment because impeaching Trump again, y'all, he's gonna get away with it because we got a bunch of these social media clowns keep on supporting his ass, and he end up being like a victim. So Amendment 25 needs to be needs to be put on the table. Section 3 of Amendment 25. And you know what? Let me go ahead and read it. Hold on. Let me go ahead and 25th Amendment. Yes. I'm gonna put this 25th Amendment on deck. Let's put this shit on deck. Okay. See, I would coerce all the cabinet. If y'all don't want to be impeached, go ahead though and put this out here. Hold on, let me put this. Hold on, where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. I'll hit Chrissy Nome. I'll hit fucking ass Pam Bundy. I'll fucking hit fucking ass what's the name? The Secretary of Defense. I'll hit them all three of them with impeachment trials and say, hey, listen, if y'all want Donald Trump, if you want to save y'all's jobs, then y'all need to declare that the president is mentally enabled. And then I follow with other cabinet members like RFK Jr. and Marco Rubio and I do some investigations on the Secretary of Treasury with his partnership with Peter Thiel and and so forth. That's what I would do. But Democrats are stupid though. Democrats are either stupid. No, I'm gonna tell you something about. Let me tell you something about the half of the Democratic Party. You got a portion of the Democratic Party that is stupid. Then you have another portion of the Democratic Party that's cowards. One side is stupid. The other side are cowardly. They know what needs to be done, but they're too cowardly to do it. The other ones are brave enough, but then they can't even think outside the web paper bag to go on about it. Like this whole idea of trying to prop up. And no, I know I'm going to get criticized for this propping up of Newsom. This propping up of Newsom. This propping up of old girl from down here in Texas. What's the name? Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot her name. I can't believe I got her name. Oh my God. I can't believe I forgot her name. Jasmine Crockett. You know. And the thing is, stop trying to prop up these people up, knowing though they're not going to win 50% of the vote. Stop propping up Newsom. Newsom is from California. There's people who live in California. Why would you vote for a candidate that's come from a state where they're losing population and they're overtaxed. You know, but yeah. I'm sorry, Queen, but my mind just froze for right there. My mind just froze, and it does. My mind does that sometime. You know, my mind freezes. There is a glitch. There is a glitch. You know, you know. I'm not. You know, you are. Philly boy. Let me tell you something, Philly. Go back to the bombs channel. Okay. You said I'm from Southern California. I know many locals have left to other states, even co-workers I worked with for years. I want 10 shares of Waste Management. You got kicked off stream yesterday. You talking about Philly boy? I saw Philly boy was on bombs last night, and then they try to ask me to come on the panel. Fuck that. They try to ask me to come on the panel last night. Fuck that. I'm not jumping on bombs channel. Because yes, I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna doing it. You know what? And because V-Dub and oh my God, my brain froze again. Oh my God, Angelica. There we go. I'm back. I'm back on track. Angelica, Angelica, and V-Dub was right. Big J stopped going on these panels. So I'm not gonna get on these panels like I used to. Fuck all that. You know. And what Jeff told me was correct. The best way to address Sharon is on your channel. That's why Sharon he brought his ass over here Friday. Because I was dressing his ass. He brought his ass right over here, talking shit. Like what Uncle Jeff said. Listen, Sharon is guarded by that female mute button, and he's also guarded by the other woman over there whose name I ain't gonna mention, but she should be sued though for a lot of hoe ass shit her ass had done. You know. I need a Snicker bar. No, I don't need no Snicker bar. I can't believe my mind just froze on names and shit. Like, you know, Angelica of all people. Why? How the hell did my name froze on her, man? Like, what the fuck? But at the same time, I'm not getting that much sleep, though. Tell you the truth, I'm not getting that much sleep. It just, that's probably what it is. Only sleep 4 hours a day. Well, lately it's been 4 hours a day. Because I tried to go to sleep last night. I only got up around Slept around 11. Got up around 2 in the morning. Yeah, I'm yeah, something's not right. But anyway, um, anyway, um, yeah, but where was I at? Yeah, um, it's shit like this that keys me up, right? And it's really how stupid people are. People are stupid, and I blame this on the mud seals. I blame this on the mud seal class. I'm ready to go home. I'm so sleepy. You ready to go? Oh, you ready to go home? Oh, shit. Maybe because I wasn't full. You know, maybe because I wasn't full. I ate a bit. Maybe because I wasn't full, and I don't know. I might want to take a nap in the car before. Man, I used to do that though, Queen. I used to do that. Just I go to sleep when I'm at work. I go to sleep during lunch. I go to sleep during like the last 2 hours after everything's done. Yeah, I go to sleep. I said fuck it. I used to do that, but you know, I said used to. I ain't doing that shit no more. I need to keep my job because I found out getting hired. It's hard. It's hard trying to find the job these days. You know, hold on. I don't get a lunch. What? Shit. Shit. I used to sleep on my lunch break at night. I put my head down, snore. I set an alarm clock on my phone. Sometimes I bring like a little ass clock on my lunch break. Put my head down. Shit. A straight 8. Well, like me though. I work 12. I work a 12-hour shift. So you know, Italian roast coffee helps. I might want to do that. I might want to do that. High. I might want to do that. High. Yeah. So I'm just letting everybody know I'm all right. People ask me how come I didn't went live, and you know, some people was concerned like how come you didn't went live the last couple of days, few days and shit. And I wasn't really wasn't feeling it. I was thinking about just walking away from YouTube altogether. You know, that also had been on my mind. Just walk away from this shit. Just just stop making content. Stop making live streams. Just use YouTube to just listen to music and shit. Quit. Just quit making content. That been on my mind ever since Christmas though. You know, quitting altogether. Meals are included with the program, so lunch is included. so no lunch breaks. Oh, okay. Shit. It's fog as a motherfucker outside. Hold on, let me see if I got my flashlight. Oh, charged up. Oh yeah. Anyway, I got nothing else to say. Ain't nothing else going on. So I'm gonna jump off here. I'm gonna finish clean this bathroom, which I don't feel like doing. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. That shit will wait. I'll wait. I just let that shit. I let that Ajax and the other cleaning shit was soak into the. I'm trying to clean up the holiday. Clean up for New Year's and shit. So you know. I need to buy me some more cleaning products too, because I'm buying some scrubbing bubbles. Uh, what else I need to buy? Some scrubbing bubbles. Um, some pine salt. No, I already got some pine salt. I got a bottle of pine salt. I'm saying, what else I need? I might need some vinegar. I might need some vinegar. That's right. I'm gonna give me some vinegar. Yeah, yeah. I need some vinegar to clean up some shit up in the kitchen. Fabio, no, I already got enough. I already got that already. I'm just trying to get some more stuff though. Um, I already got some Clorox. You know. But anyway, uh, let me get off of here and take my ass right back to bed. And everything. So I know it smells good. I just need something that I don't know. I like the pine scent. All right. I like for me. I like the pine scent. Because I don't want the house to smell all fruity. I just want that masculine smell of pine. It's pine is more of a masculine smell to it. But that's just me. I'm just never mind me. I'm just it's me being me. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up a bit because I hate doing it. And I hate doing it. So anyway, um, I'm gonna jump off here. Um, yeah, I'm out. Y'all have a good one.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.